I was addicted to drugs since I was 13. Heroin, prescription drugs. When I was pregnant with Christina, I started using meth, and that was the reason that she was taken and removed from my care. Hit me by surprise when I got the phone call, like I was gonna go visit her that day, I think, in the hospital, and she was already taken. I didn't feel like I was worth anything. I'm like, you were using while you were pregnant with your child. What is wrong with you? Like, you don't deserve to be alone.
A few weeks after Christina was born, she became in the charge of Nancy.
Yeah.
I'm Michael Koenigs, and on this show, we travel the country meeting extraordinary people who bridge divides, form new friendships, and prove we all have more in common.
I remember my husband telling my biological girls, my daughters, that, hey, mom's going to the hospital, she's going to get a baby and bring a baby home. And she was my second foster child. You never know, is it going to be 2 days, 2 weeks, 2 months, 2 years? When Heather first called me, she was in tears. She was just devastated. As a mom, I can only put myself in the shoes of what would that feel like if.
What did you think of Nancy when you met her?
I loved her. She was not like your average, I guess, foster parent, if you ask me. Like, I've heard, some stories, not all of them are her, and nobody will ever be her, but she kind of reminded me of myself if I didn't end up so messed up.
When your daughter's in foster care, what kind of interaction do you have?
Supervised visits.
And during those visits, was Nancy there?
Yes, she had to be, because I wasn't allowed to be with her alone.
So the drugs didn't stop, they continued or escalated?
It got worse. You get sucked into it, and it's like, and then if you get your child taken away, it's like you just even fall further into the downward spiral, I call it. It's like, well, I already messed up this bad, I might as well just keep going.
It was very clear that she loved her daughter. They never missed doctor's appointments, they never missed a visit. That's not always the case, but when you see someone really trying, even under the influence, imagine what you can do if you could get out of addiction.
When did you break through?
We call it the miracle in McDonald's, which sounds kind of funny, but it's one of those places where you wouldn't necessarily think anything special other than having some lunch or dinner.
And you could visibly see I was a mess. The clock was ticking. I wasn't in a rehab. I wasn't doing what I was supposed to do.
I really just sat there and just played over what I might say. I just started with talking about what I saw in her potential.
And she's like, Heather, it's unheard of. She's like, it's obvious that you care about your daughter.
You're worthy of this child. You're worthy to mother her. And that's when she started to cry, and I was like, okay, I think that's a good thing.
And I've heard people say that to me before, but it for some reason, it just, from her, because I had a lot of respect for her, it stuck.
The beginning of our friendship isn't typical.
Yeah, that's for sure. She made it easy, though.
Addiction knows no socioeconomics, it knows no race, it knows no gender, and so why couldn't it be me? And I may not always agree with some of the decisions that the bio parent has made, but I can still treat them with compassion.
There was a big point in time where I was just ready to hand her over to her and say, oh, she's better off with her instead of me. It's a pretty good feeling, actually, to, be able to care for her myself and see her grow up.